Hi, Professor. Good evening. This is Haider Hussain bearing CWID 50308833. I hope you are doing good. So I'm doing this presentation as a part of my project in Automata theory. So since my CWID ends with odd number, I have taken travel management application as my project task. Coming to the introduction part. So what is, let me explain few uh, explain my project in few sentences. So this project aims to use CKY parsing to analyze the travel management application, and this application allows user to search for the flights, hotels, and rental cars. And this CKY parsing algorithm was implemented in Python language using the Jupyter IDE. So what is CKY parsing? So CKY parsing is a technique used to parse natural language sentences. This technique uses a set of rules to identify the syntactic structure of the sentence. These rules are used to identify the elements of a sentence, such as its nouns, verbs, and pronouns. So the CKY parsing technique then uses this information to build a parsing tree that is used to understand the sentence. Coming to the project that we are working on, travel management application. So what it is actually? So travel management applications are designed to provide business with a comprehensive system of managing travel related activities. The applications can help streamline the process of booking and managing travels, as well as tracking the expenses, managing documents, and more. They can also make it easier to generate reports, analytics that provide insights into spending and budgeting the trends to the users. So coming to the next part, where we are implementing the CKY parsing on the travel management application. So the CKY parsing technique is used to analyze user input on travel management application to identify the syntactic structure of the user input and to determine which parts of the user inputs are most important for the application to understand. This is used to improve the accuracy and the speed of the application by making sure that most of the important parts of the user inputs are processed first. So, so the implementing the CKY parsing on travel management application is done in 5 steps. So I will go through one step at a time, and I explain what I have done as a part of that step. So identifying input data sources. The input data sources for travel management application would include user input, travel provided data, and third-party travel data. Coming to the second step, defining the grammar. The grammar for the travel management application should include rules for defining the structure of the user input, travel provider data, and third-party travel information as well. Creating a parser. So once we have received the data and we have identified the structure of the data, we have to define the grammar for that given inputs. So the grammar for a travel input application should include rules for defining the structure and the travel provided data and third party data as well. Creating a parser. The parser should be able to identify and parse the input data sources, as well as recognize and interpret the defined grammar. Establish output format. The output format should be in a format that is easily understood by the application and should include data such as user information and provide travel provider data and third party provider data. And coming to the parser, testing the parser. So whatever the parser we have designed, it should be tested in order to see whether it's accepting the inputs in a right way or not. So the parser should be tested to ensure that it can accurately parse the input data sources and interpret the grammar and the output of the data in a desired format. So once we have designed the parser and tested it, so what should be the result? So this is the result we have received after performing this task. By using the CKY parsing, the syntax structure of the user input successfully identified. This allowed the application to better understand the user input and do quickly process the most important parts of the user inputs. This improved the accuracy and the speed of the application, allowing it to provide more accurate results to the user in a shorter amount of time. Coming to performing logical design of the parser on travel management application. So we have built a context-free grammar. So this is as follows. So based on the grammar, I have designed a few sentences, and I have categorized these sentences into two parts, which is valid sentences and invalid sentences. Where the valid sentences, once we test these valid sentences through the CKY parsing, the expected output is the sentence should be accepted. Whereas the invalid sentences, when we test the invalid sentences, the expected output is like the sentence is not accepted because it's an invalid sentence. So here we are converting the CFG to CNF, and this is the point here. Okay, so once we converted it into the CNF, I have worked on the CKY table, and these are the CKY tables of valid sentences. So the list of valid sentences I have provided. For that same sentences, I have designed the CKY tables as well. Okay, these are the list of invalid sentences. And the expected output from this is it should not be accepted by the program. So let me go to the program that I have designed. So I have written this program in Python language in using Jupyter IDE. So this program has three files: CKY parser, which has the code. It is the brain of the program, which identifies the grammar and generates the output by evaluating it. So the example is like a main function of this program, which initiates the execution process. Input file is a text where I have kept all the structure of the language. Let's execute few of our sentences and see how it behaves. Let's take the valid sentence from the list. So the program I have written, it has one file, and I have to inject the input into it. Then it receives the file. Then it receives the input file and displays an output. So that's why in the example file, I'm giving this input and saving the file. Let me execute it. Okay, it has executed. Let's see the output. So this is the path, and I could see the message saying grammar file successfully read, and these are the rules identified and implemented. And this is a sentence we have given, input sentence. As we can see, I book from NWA, and these are the rules applied on this sentence. And this is the final output. Yes, this sentence is accepted. Let's try one more sentence and see how it works. She booked from NWA. Saved. Let me run it. So I ran the program. Same. It is successfully read. And this is a sentence we have given, as you can see in the file as well. And these are the rules applied on it. And this is the final output saying, yes, this sentence is accepted. Let me try one more sentence from the valid itself. Saving it, hit run. So this is the output. Okay, grammar file successfully read. And this is the grammar sentence we have given. As you can see, these are both are same, and these are the rules applied on it. And the final output is yes, this sentence is also accepted. Let's try some invalid sentences as well and see whether it accepts it or not. I'm going to replace my input from the example file as this, saving it, execute. Oh, sorry, it has a yes. Okay, yes. Let me run it. Yes. So the grammar file successfully read, and these are the rules. So the input we have given, she booked flight, and rules applied on it. A couple of rules are applied on this sentence, and this is the final output saying no, this sentence is not accepted. Okay, I need to m. Okay, let's try this one. Save it, execute. File successfully read, and this is the sentence that we have given here, and these are the rules applied on it, and the final output is no, this sentence is not accepted. Let's try the last one. Saved it, execute. Executed, file successfully read, and these are the rules applied, and this is the sentence that we have given in the input file. Yes, sorry, no, this file is not accepted. So so by seeing these 6 examples, you think so you can understand that this code is accepting and not accepting accepting the sentences which are not valid, and accepting the sentences which are valid by using the rules that we have given. So this is the snippet of the code that I have written. I'll keep it in the document. Coming to the document. So I explained this. Tables are like I told you, these are the tables that I have created, CKY tables I have created for the rules we have designed for the sentences. And this is the code files for reference, and these are the outputs. So yep, that's all about my presentation. If you have any doubts, please let me know in my email section. Thank you for your time, Professor. Have a good day.